to spend 5 minutes talking about mental illness. Peter Marcus wrote into Solent News Now to tell us about the campaign and is with me in the studio now. Thanks very much for coming in. Right. You must feel very strongly about this campaign if you took the time to write to us and say, I want to come in and talk about it. What angle are you coming at this from?
I've lived with mental health problems since I was 8. It's coming up 10 years now. And people are becoming more accepting, we're talking about it more. But there's still 90% of people who live with mental health problems are facing discrimination because of it. There's 16 million people in the UK living with mental health problems.
When you say mental health problems, are we talking about depression or serious mental health?
Anything from minor depression right up to suicidal tendencies. It's a wide spectrum.
And when you say you were diagnosed when you were 8 years old, or you suffer from problems from when you were 8 years old, how would people know? I mean, how would an 8-year-old know that they were depressed?
So I was diagnosed with anorexia when I was 11. I stopped eating when I was 8. So the depression quite often goes with anorexia. People that suffer from anorexia quite often have depression as well. So it's been linking and it's been getting worse over the last few months. So
do you think the depression led to the anorexia, or the anorexia came about because of the depression?
The anorexia probably led to the depression. They didn't diagnose it at the time, they didn't recognise it at the time. It's something that they've seen now, and looking back through medical notes, they've seen that I had it from 8.
And was there any particular event? Because sometimes people talk about event-led depression.
My parents got divorced when I was 6, which led to the anorexia, and so it was all connected to that.
You see, years ago, mental illness and depression wasn't talking about. Mental illness was really pushed away, and we had asylums well out of everybody's view so that nobody knew about them. Depression was just a case of pull yourself together, pull your socks up, sort yourself out. But it's different now, and people are talking about it, aren't they?
We're talking about it more. They've asked people to go on, the charity organising this, have asked people to go online and log conversations, 5-minute conversations. I checked earlier today, they've had over 3 days worth logged. So they've had over 15,000 conversations logged on the website. It's something we're talking about, but if people are still facing such discrimination, we need to be sorting that out as well.
Well, we do. I've seen the adverts on TV, I've seen people talking about mental illness, and there was a story today that I heard about a footballer, I don't remember his name, was just released from hospital today because he was hit by a lorry recently, and it turns out he was trying to kill himself because of depression. Apparently depression was because he was accused of drink driving before Christmas. But depression, again, even he has come out and said, look, it's this downward spiral. Yes, I was convicted of drink driving. That led to my depression. And when I got hit by the lorry, it wasn't an accident. I was trying to kill myself.
Depression affects a wide range of people. You'll know someone who's got depression. You'll probably work with someone. There'll be someone in your family who suffers from depression of some stage. Not everyone has it to the extent that they want to go and kill themselves. But a lot of people have depression, and the minor depression especially is still ignored.
Well, I didn't know about Time to Talk Day, but it's today. If people want to know more, is there a website they can go to?
It's time-to-change.org.uk/Time to Talk Day.
Okay, well, this is brilliant. Thanks very much for getting in touch, and thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you.